Hello, my name is Wendy and welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I'm flying from the UK and back to Tokyo where I live. I'll be taking you along my trip and giving you some advice and insights to my jet lag experience. It's the evening before the flight and I am pretty much all packed and just gonna have a shower and then go early to bed. So I have to leave the house around 6 o'clock tomorrow. I'm flying from London Heathrow, Terminal 5 at 8:55. So with British Airways you can check in 24 hours before the flight, so I did that this morning. I actually went in just as check-in opened and a lot of seats were already taken, so there wasn't that many options. So I got seat 44F, which is right at the back. It is right next to the toilet, so I'm really hoping that's not going to smell. So I specifically went for an aisle seat in the middle row because I'm traveling alone. So if I'm traveling with someone else, I would love to have window seats, but traveling alone, I just don't want to ask two people to get up every time that I have to go to the toilet or want to move my legs. When I flew over here, that worked out really well for me because there was a couple sitting next to me, which means when the person in the middle had to go somewhere, of course they asked their partner to move rather than me. But of course I don't know if that's going to be the case this time, but the worst case scenario, you only have to move for one person. So if you get an aisle seat with one of on the side rows, then of course you have to get up every time one of the two people next to you has to get out of their seats. Of course, if you want a window seat, I would recommend the left side when flying from Europe. When you get to Japan, you will have the best views on this side and a chance to see Mount Fuji. But yeah, I'm just gonna go get ready for bed now and then I'll see you tomorrow morning. It's full moon tonight.
In the interest of safety, parents are advised not to carry children on baggage trolleys or allow them to play on the escalators.
I did not sleep well the night before the flight, so I had a Monster energy drink while I watched the sunrise and had a sandwich for breakfast. Although I rarely succeed, I always try to sleep on a plane. This flight was at 8:55 UK time and would land around 7 AM in Tokyo's time zone. This means that the best time to try and sleep would be towards the second half or the last part of the flight, so you would be sleeping during Tokyo's nighttime. Although, if you like me are unlikely to sleep on the plane, I would recommend getting a flight that lands later in the day in Tokyo. The best thing you can do is stay awake when you get there if possible, and this can be very difficult if you have not slept. If you are going to a hotel, your check-in time will likely be around 3 PM, which will be a long time to kill if you're tired. We had to do that twice and I do not recommend it. A later flight would have been much better. Unfortunately, I bought my tickets only a few weeks before the flight, and the cheapest option was the morning one. There's still 5.5 hours left. I'm just walking a bit back and forth just to move my legs a bit. Yeah, getting really tired, but I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep. So I think what makes me tired is the fact that they make it quite dark in the cabin, so it feels like night, even though that it's this time zone that we were just in, it's daytime. I might have slept for about 20 minutes, but was not able to sleep more than that. The flight had a lot of turbulence, which made it impossible to get some rest. I landed at Haneda Airport, Terminal 3. Once I arrived, I went through passport control and got my bags. As I had to take the train home, I used the delivery service for my large bags. I went to the JAL ABC counter and asked them to deliver. This cost me 4,380 yen for my 2 large bags. This price was for delivery to an address in Tokyo. This price will vary depending on the location and the size of the bags. I will put a link in the description for their website. Here you can see their prices. They said it would be delivered the same day between 6 PM and 9 PM. I then had to take 2 different trains to get home. I use Google Maps to tell me which trains to take, as it tells me everything I need to know and makes traveling by train in Tokyo really easy. I use a Suica card for easy travel around Tokyo. If you want to know more about Suica cards, come back for next week's video where I explain this card and show you how it works. Should have found a lift somewhere. When I got home, I dropped my bags at the apartment and went to the supermarket to get some food. So you can probably tell how tired I am. My eyes are red and yeah, I just generally know that I look really tired as well. So in UK time, it's about 4 a.m. now. That means that it's close to the time where I've been awake for 24 hours. So I've had some lunch and now I want to go in the shower and just wash off all the airplane germs and then potentially have a nap. So my luggage will arrive later at, I think they said between 6 and 9 p.m. Emil isn't going to be home at this time as he has a dinner with a colleague. So that means I need to last until potentially 9 p.m. tonight. So I need to sleep for like an hour or two because otherwise I'm not going to last that long. So now I'm nice and clean and ready for a nap. Still tired. Luckily my bags arrived early at around 5:30 p.m. So I slept about an hour and a half earlier, and at first when I woke up for my nap, I felt a lot more tired than before. But as I woke up a bit more and moved around, then I started to wake up a bit more, and then now I feel a bit better. It's 6:30 now, and just having some dinner, and yeah, feeling a bit better. So I do hope that I can make it to at least 9 o'clock, if not 10. So it's been about a week now. So the reason I haven't really updated in this first week is because it has been a bit unusual. I had a sinus infection and it got really painful in the beginning. So I would wake up at like 3 a.m. and the left side of the face was so painful. It felt like someone had punched me in the face. So I'd have to get up and take some painkillers, and by the time that they would start working, it was just, I was too awake and couldn't go to sleep after that. That happened for a few nights, so it did take me longer to get used to this time zone. However, this is my third time flying to Japan, so from the other two times, I know that for the first day when I arrived, was very much the same. I was very tired because I hadn't slept on the plane. The day after, so the first full day, usually also quite tired. So if you are like me and can't sleep on the plane, I would recommend not planning a really busy day for that first day. Or maybe you are one of the lucky ones who can adjust really easily, but if you're traveling as a group, then maybe still don't make that first day very busy, just because there is likely that someone in your group is going to be tired. A couple of years ago, we went to the US. We flew from UK to Miami. And we were a large group of people, and I wasn't able to sleep on that flight, but other people were. So we arrived late at night there, and when we got up in the morning, like we had some stuff planned for that day, and the others wanted to go out. I really wish that I had stayed back at the Airbnb because I really didn't enjoy anything we did that first day. I was so miserable and tired. But yeah, everyone could have a different experience. This video has just been about showing you my experience and also giving you some advice that I have from these experiences. But yeah, that is everything for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it and that it was helpful, and then I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.